Why does the vape community hate weed smokers? I recently published a review of the Eclipse Dry Herb Vaporizer, and I want to thank nyvapeshop.com for sending that over to me for review. But that was actually my first weed-related vape review that I've ever done, and I have to say that it was actually a lot of fun doing something totally different on this channel. I might do more if I'm given the opportunity. I don't know. YouTube seems to be kind of hitting those the weed reviewers pretty hard. But this leads me to the main topic I wanted to discuss. So there has always seemed to be this strange hatred of cannabis use within the vape community, which I never really understood. I didn't get any hate in my video, but everyone was really positive about it. But this is something that I've seen a lot around YouTube and forums ever since I've been doing this, since 2015. The animosity towards it seems to be going away now, but it still exists in some places. Look at ecigaretteforum.com, for example. One of their rules forbids talk of illicit drug use. They include marijuana in their definition of illicit drug use. That seems so, I don't know, like a rule created by someone who's old and out of touch. The stereotypical old guy yelling at kids to stay off his lawn. But I think that a lot of this type of thinking might have a lot to do with the cultures and the laws of different states. Some areas of the US and even around the world have governments and health organizations still telling people that marijuana is a dangerous drug that leads to hard drug use. Kind of like what's happening with vaping, right? That all started with all that reefer madness, anti-marijuana propaganda in the 1930s. Nearly 90 years later, it's finally starting to change. But we've been hearing this stuff for generations. So it's ingrained in the minds of a lot of people. I live in one of the first two states that legalized marijuana use. It was legalized for medical use here in 2000 and then recreational use in 2012. So it's been legal here in Colorado for so long that people don't even bat an eye anymore. It's just like alcohol. You can't just walk around and smoke, and you can't get high and drive, but it's not uncommon to see people doing it in places. So maybe I just don't understand the hatred towards marijuana use because it's so common over here. And we actually have more marijuana dispensaries in Denver than Starbucks and McDonald's combined. So there's a lot of dispensaries out here. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. And I know that was a lot of talk about weed on a vaping channel. And what's funny is that I really don't even use it. I think I smoked weed once, maybe, in all of last year, and maybe 2 or 3 times the year before. I have nothing against it. I just prefer to drink. But anyway, these dry herb vaporizers, they don't have to be used with weed. You can actually use them for any dry herb. And like one of my subscribers, Daryl, he mentioned in the comments section of my review for the Eclipse, it's actually a lot like the new heat not burn products, but with a lot more customizability. You can vape tobacco if you want, which is cool because you can get different blends of tobacco and clean tobacco, not cigarette tobacco. And you can also use it to vape herbs for different medicinal effects. For example, you can vape basil for gas relief, or chamomile for headaches, lavender for calmness, and rosemary for respiratory issues. And there are a bunch more herbs that you can use. Those are just some examples. And it's basically just how people use essential oils in diffusers. And with dry herb vapes, like the Eclipse, you can adjust the temperature to your preference. There are articles online that can help you figure all of that out. And I was actually thinking about doing some videos on vaping some of these different herbs. I thought it could be fun and useful for some people. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about all that.